heaven, as you know, on August the 16th, 1977. But if anything, Elvis is more alive today than ever. And we've done our share of hard-hitting investigative work on how and why Elvis Presley died, but today we celebrate his life. And keeping the king alive has become big business for my studio guests today. They're just a fraction, a tiny fraction of the estimated 5,000 Elvis impersonators working professionally throughout the world. Men, women, even children from all races, creeds, religions, ethnic groups, all walks of life who live and earn their livelihood by paying tribute to the boy from Tupelo, Mississippi. Okay, so we'll introduce them in series, and we're going to have nothing but action-packed performances all day long today. Ladies and gentlemen, meet a 30-year-old security alarm installer and Elvis impersonator, Russ Howe. Come on out, Russ. Representing the soul side of Elvis, the Black Elvis himself, Clarence Giddens. Clarence Giddens, the Black Elvis. New York, the littlest Elvis, 9-year-old Paul Campione, the littlest Elvis. From the youngest to the oldest, meet 51-year-old mobile home and real estate salesman Dave Atkins. Come on out, Dave. By night, meet the Indian Elvis, Nazar Sayed. Nazar Sayed. Yes. All the way from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, meet Joe Elvis Torino. Come on out, Joe. Oh, looking good there, Joe. Meet a 27-year-old Turkish cop, Elvis Attila Bertigil. Attila. Oh, yes. Elvis Attila. This next performer traded in his baby booties for a pair of blue suede shoes. The 12-year-old Elvis Jeffrey Marn. Hey, Jeffrey. Our next Elvis claims that if you close your eyes, you swear you're hearing Elvis himself. Arnell Pump. Come on out, Arnell. Hey, Elvis. Elvis, all right. Our next impersonator is the 90s version of Elvis, 26-year-old John Beardsley. Come on out, John. Yes, 90s Elvis. Our next guest is an all-around entertainer who also does a comedy act. Here is Mike Memphis Elvis. Come on out, Mike. Yes. All right, Mike. The winner of many competitions, including the International Elvis Contest, here to kick off our performances. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elvis Kevin Mills. Come on out, Kevin. Oh, the young Elvis.
All right. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 get ready now, go, can't go, but don't you. 7 my blue suede shoes. Hey, you doing that thing, let go for my blue suede shoes. Yeah. Hey, you come knocking me down, 7 my face, slamming my name all over the place. Doing the thing that you want to do. Lay over them shoes and don't you. 7 my saddle shoes. You can do anything to lay home for my blue suede shoes. Yeah, let's go! You can burn my house, sit in my car, drinking my liquor from an old fruit jar, doing the thing that you want to do. Honey, shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Hey, you doing the thing, lay hold for my blue suede shoes. Yeah!
All right! Kevin Mills, the young Elvis. Kevin Mills. Let's talk first to Vegas era Elvis, Mike, Memphis. How'd you choose the Vegas era, Mike?
Well, I was 13 years old, and I had seen Elvis on the cover of The Star, and I was always a chubby kid. And I says, you know, Ma, now that he got older and heavier, because I was so chubby, I says, you know, he kind of looks like me. So, and I like the contemporary songs that he did much better than the 50s, so that's what chose me to do the Vegas years.
Well, are you bummed out that the young Elvis stamp got approved?
I'm just glad that an Elvis stamp got approved. I don't care what era it was.
So, in your case, Mike, are you a full-time Elvis impersonator?
Full-time for the past 12 years, since I was 16. I'm 28 now.
How about that? How about that? Hey. Now, Attila, you're a New York City cop, right?
Yes, sir, 7 years.
7 years on the job. Do you ever do Elvis on the police radio?
Yeah, thank you very much, you know, and pull over people, license, registration, insurance card, all the pretty girls, you know.
So why do you do Elvis, Attila?
I do it because he's the greatest entertainer of all time, you know, and live the legacy on. You know.
Are you an entertainer?
No, I just do it at the police dinners and balls and, you know, charity.
And what do your colleagues think of it?
I think it's great, you know, always talking Elvis. Yeah, thank you.
Do you ever get confused in your own mind who's Attila and who's Elvis?
Attila Elvis, you know. Sometimes Kurt Russell, you know. They say that.
He could do Kurt Russell, right? Yeah, he could. Now, Paul, how old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. So what do you know about Elvis?
Excuse me?
What do you know about Elvis?
He was kind, generous,
So,
and he was a great singer.
are you a singer?
Yeah.
Do you wish to be like Elvis when you get a little older?
Yes.
Does it help you get girlfriends?
Hmm?
Help you get girlfriends? And Dave, in that Vegas period, you see your Cadillac medallion there?
Yeah, I have a Cadillac. I have a stretch limo. I just got a stretch limo down in Florida. I play all over. I was in Florida playing, and I was out jogging, getting in shape, and I ran into a limo out in the street, and I asked a guy if he wanted to sell it, and so I found a place to buy one. And I'm starting to travel all over. We're setting up a tour for Europe. I'm working with people in Nashville, play concerts, fairs.
Now, you have almost a mystical connection with Elvis. I mean, do you believe that?
Well, it's kind of weird because his life and my life are pretty much parallel. I was an electrician. He started out being an electrician. My favorite football game was the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just got back from Memphis. That's why I know about Elvis's personal life. His football game, his favorite game was the Pittsburgh Steelers. He liked to shoot pool. He was not a pool hustler, but he was a good shot. And I like to shoot pool. So it's weird. And I've been in the music business probably over 20 years. And my whole career was, you sound too much like Elvis. I lived in Nashville, and now we're doing Elvis, and it's great to be doing it and a tribute to the king. It's really something.
So do you think of Elvis as kind of like an older brother?
Yeah, I grew up with him. I grew up down with I remember when I was a kid growing up, putting my ear in the stereo and singing with him. And it's been my whole life. And when he died, it was one of the saddest days of my whole life.
Yeah, I remember it well. So, John, what do your girlfriends think of you and Elvis?
This is my girlfriend's. Well, I only have one right now. And she's into it. She enjoys it.
She likes you being Elvis?
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't say, you know, be yourself, son, wake up?
She hasn't yet. But I've been able to do other things besides doing Elvis, which helps me draw the line and know when it's time to do Elvis and when it's not, when to be myself.
So who's going to be our next performer? Jeffrey, you're going to be the next performer. Okay, here's Jeffrey. Jeffrey Martin is 12 years old, and he's going to do, he's been doing Elvis since he was 9 years old. What are you going to do? What number?
Big Hunk of Love.
Big Hunk of Love, okay. I thought Jailhouse Rock was your favorite. All right, here's Jeffrey Mon, the 12-year-old Elvis.